and welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and I'm currently 35 weeks pregnant. So my last update, I think it was 32 weeks if I remember correctly, and I said that I had coming up a scan which was to check my low-lying placenta. So I went for the scan and it was a little bit daunting because I went by myself, which was the first time I've been for a scan by myself. And as he was doing it, he's like, oh, it's still coming up blocking, I'm gonna have to do some extra checks. So immediately you start to like worry a little bit. So you just had to do an internal examination, which wasn't the best experience, but it wasn't painful or anything, just a little bit of an invasion of privacy. So we did that and it was millimeters clear, so luckily I can go for a natural delivery now, so I'm really happy about that. I mean, I know things may go wrong nearer the end and I might have to have a cesarean, but I was really hoping to give natural a try, so I'm glad that at this point everything's okay for a natural. I'm still doing my hypnobirthing research. I've not gone full hypnobirthing because the classes are quite expensive and it's just money we can't afford at the moment to be paying out for. So I mean, I did okay without it last time, but the techniques that I'm learning online from the books I think will give me a big help, especially in the early stages of labour, which a lot of the time you'll be doing at home on your own. So I've been doing that, and I've also still been drinking my raspberry leaf tea, which I don't know if it's going to help or not, but it says that it helps to your cervix some way, and also bouncing on my birthing ball. Other symptoms I've been having recently, pretty much similar to last time in the pelvic pain. It comes and goes, some days it's better than others, but at the minute I have been really struggling. He's really head down. On the scan they said that he's in a deep head down position, so his head is pressing right on the cervix, so they said that will give me extra pains down there anyway, because it's where he would be sitting right at the end. So sometimes when I get up it feels as though he's just about to drop out. I know he won't, but the feeling is really uncomfortable. So I do get a lot of shooting pains, and I've been getting a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions, not all the time, well maybe all the time, because a lot of the time you can't even feel them, but it was last week when I think I was just 33 weeks pregnant. I got them all day one day and I was really worried that I was going into labour because they was going constant, and then the next day I had none for about 3 days, or maybe the odd twinge, and then on the Friday I had them again all day. It's just really, really uncomfortable, and the position that he's moved himself into, let's say he's head down and his back is now on my right hand side. It was on my left hand side, but because it felt like he did a backflip of some sort, and now he's pressing on the right hand side. I've had a lot of back pain, but that does seem to have eased off a little bit the last couple of days, so maybe he's just moved, I think he was pressing on a nerve or something, so that's eased off a bit. I went through a spell of having heartburn quite frequently, but that seems to have eased off as well, so I don't know if it's just what I'm eating that's changed it. I've cut out things like curries and things like that, because obviously spicy food can aggravate heartburn anyway, so maybe it is what I was eating at the time. My main symptom at the moment is just tiredness, and I just feel like I've not slept in forever and a day, because I'm up like 5 or 6 times in the night to pee, and it's just so frustrating, or to be sick, because I do have pregnancy sickness, which has been quite bad. I mean, it's not really bad now, the sickness, but it's still carrying on. A lot of people don't have it at this point. So like last night, I think I was up 7 times in the night last night, either to go for a wee or to be sick, and this morning my little girl's up at 7:30, so I just feel absolutely exhausted all the time. So I'm hoping that when he gets here it'll be like when Penelope came and I had more sleep with a newborn than I had pregnant. I did see my midwife the other day. I spoke to her about the really odd cravings that I was having in my last video, which was that I wanted to eat, like chew on cleaning products and chew on sponges, and she said that they're completely normal cravings. It's called pica, which is a non-food craving, and a lot of pregnant women get these. I was so embarrassed telling her. I was like laughing, and I was like, I just can't even say this, it's so embarrassing. But she said she gets a lot of patients in there with those cravings, and she just said obviously as long as you don't eat any cleaning products then you're fine. She doesn't seem to think it's anything to do with my iron levels, which a lot of people were suggesting because my iron levels have come back normal. So it's just one of those things, and I'm hoping it goes when the baby gets here. So I spoke to her about that, and she's also advised me to go to the physio, back to the physio with the PGP, because we don't want any complications in labour. That's the only thing we have to worry about now with a natural delivery, is the PGP, that it could cause problems, or it could just aggravate it so that my recovery afterwards is a bit more difficult. So I'm working on that, and also working on a birthing plan at the minute. I also this week finally finished work. Woohoo! No more work for me for 11 months, and I'm so happy about that, because as much as it's not been that much of a hard time at work, it's just, if you want to put your feet up, you can't because you're in work. So now I know I can, if I want to put my feet up, I've just got that luxury that I can have a sit down, I can make myself a brew whenever I want, and just have a chill out, and just not feel that I've got that extra commitment to worry about, or the fact of worrying whether I go into labour when I'm in work. Because they also said on my scan that they don't think I'm going to go full term, that they think the size of him, because they measured him, and he this week he was weighing about £6.7, which is quite big for 35 weeks. Well, it was a 34-week checkup, so it's still quite a big weight. If he carries on that way, he's going to be a 9-pounder, so or above. So I'm hoping he does come on not too early. I don't want him here before he's full term. I want him fully developed and healthy. But yeah, they don't think I'm going to go all the way to my full due date. So that's something to be mindful if you're in work. I wouldn't have wanted my waters to be going whilst I was there. On my last update, we'd started work on the nursery, so we had a big clear out because it was a complete mess, the room. We've cleared everything, the ceiling's been plastered, the walls have been painted, so all the furniture is going to be going in today, and his wardrobes are getting delivered this week, so I can finally put all his clothes away. So I'm really excited about that. I'm in complete nesting mode at the moment. I just keep going around the house scrubbing and scrubbing. It's really hard though, because my feet swell up really quickly, and obviously the pelvic pain, I'm restricted to what I can do. But so yesterday was my first day on maternity leave, and I was sat there going, this needs doing, this needs doing. I was getting up to try and do it, and I was just getting a little bit too tired. So I feel a little bit restricted in that sense, but I just want to get everything like immaculate all the time. And I'm like that anyway. If you ask my husband, it drives him mad. I'm always going around cleaning up, but I'm like on another level at the moment, so that's fun for him. So I'm just 35 weeks today, and my next midwife appointment will be my 36-week appointment, but she does take those midweek, so I'll be like 36.5 weeks. She'll measure him again for me, and I get to hear his heartbeat again, which is great when you go to those appointments. It's so lovely hearing the little heart fluttering. So that's like a week and a half away until that appointment, and then it won't be long before he'll be coming, so I'll hopefully get another update around then, find out what's gone on at that appointment. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the moment. There's not really much change from last time, to be honest. Still the same symptoms, still just pretty much everything's progressing as it should do, and hopefully everything will continue to progress in that same way, and hopefully I can have like a perfectly natural, healthy delivery. That's really it for this update. There's not much more to say because everything's pretty much similar to last time. Either it's gotten better or gotten a little bit worse, but still pretty similar. So I'll leave it there and hopefully do another update in a couple of weeks when I've seen the midwife again, and let you know how things are progressing and where we're up to, whether she sees any movement of him coming early or anything like that. So thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!